My beloved child. Archangel Michael is calling your name tonight. He is not whispering, he is begging you to listen. He says, you are chosen to witness this miracle on September 29th before 11:00 p.m., but you must not tell anyone. It will happen in 3 minutes. Open urgently. And my child, do you know why this is happening? Because heaven has been waiting for you to notice. The clock is running, the angels are standing. Something hidden in your destiny is about to break open. If you feel this word touching your soul, pause for a second. Breathe in. And hear me when I say, you were never forgotten. God has written your name in a place no man can erase. And today, the seal is breaking. My beloved one. Michael says a miracle is moving towards you right now. It will not come tomorrow. It will not come someday. It is coming now. But beware, heaven says, if you turn away, you will miss it. That's why you are hearing this at this very moment. Think about it. Out of millions of souls, why was it you who was chosen to open this? Because your destiny carries a flame no darkness can put out. Stay with me. Don't rush. Don't leave. Because the revelation is only beginning. If this divine message is piercing your heart, Michael says, do not miss the next word I bring you. So make sure you subscribe right now. Because the next message is the very key that will unlock what is hidden. My child, there is a truth your family could not tell you. A secret they buried. But heaven is lifting the cover. Michael says, on the night of September 29th. A name will appear in your spirit. Write it down. Don't share it with anyone. That name carries your breakthrough. Do you see the weight of this? You are standing at the edge of a divine unveiling. And beloved, this is only the surface. Michael is not done speaking. He says, if they close this message now, they will lose the treasure forever. But if they keep listening, I will guide them step by step into the miracle. My beloved child, do not think it is an accident that you are here, reading these words right now, on this exact day and at this exact hour. In heaven's timing, there are no accidents. Archangel Michael has been pressing this message into your spirit for days, waiting for the moment when your heart would be open enough to hear it, and now you have arrived. The angels have whispered your name before the throne, and God Himself has ordered that you do not miss this miracle. The atmosphere around you is already shifting, can you feel it? The air is heavier, not with fear, but with the thick fragrance of destiny waiting to break through. Your soul has been crying silently for answers, and heaven has responded. Michael is not whispering gently this time, he is begging you, crying out with urgency, warning you that what is about to take place on September 29th before 11 p.m. is unlike anything you have ever known. For 3 minutes, heaven will pull back a curtain, and you will witness something your ancestors longed to see but could not. And you must not tell anyone, for this miracle is sealed with your name alone. It belongs to you. Think back over your life, child. Think of the moments when you thought God was silent, when it felt like no answer was coming. Those days were not wasted. Every tear you shed was being collected in the bowls of heaven, every prayer you whispered when no one was listening was rising like incense before the throne. Michael says heaven never ignored you. The delay was not denial, it was preparation. You see, destiny is not given cheaply, it is prepared in the fire, forged in seasons of silence, carved in moments of waiting. You thought you were abandoned, but the truth is you were being hidden until the appointed time. And now that appointed time is breaking open. On September 29th, before the night closes, a supernatural sign will mark your life. It will happen suddenly, and it will happen with force. Some will doubt, some will mock, but you will know. Because your spirit will tremble, your body will feel the rush of a divine wind, and your name will echo in your ears as if heaven itself is calling you home. And Michael says, beware of the distractions around you, for the enemy has seen what is written in heaven's calendar about your life. He has tried to block you, delay you, confuse you, even use those closest to you to turn your eyes away. Family members have hidden truths, friends have spoken lies, strangers have planted seeds of doubt in your mind, but none of that could erase what God wrote about you before you were born. There is a record in heaven, a scroll sealed with fire, and on it your name shines brighter than gold. That record is about to be read aloud in the spirit realm, and when it is, chains will fall off your destiny. People who never believed in you will be forced to watch as heaven promotes you in front of their eyes. Doors that have been locked for years will open suddenly, and no man will be able to shut them again. Beloved, Michael is saying this with trembling urgency, do not skip this word. If you turn away now, the very miracle that has been appointed to fall into your hands could pass by. But if you stay, if you hold on, if you lean in, then heaven will reveal the secret that others tried to bury from you. There is a hidden inheritance, a truth about your family, something that was taken, stolen, or covered up. And Michael says the time has come for you to see it. This is why your soul has been restless, why you have been sensing something coming but could not explain it. Because heaven has been aligning the timing, moving the pieces, arranging the moment when revelation would meet you face to face. I want you to know this, you are not just hearing words on a page. You are hearing the heartbeat of God echoing through Michael's cry. This is heaven's alarm bell, a divine trumpet sounding in your spirit, warning you that your time of unveiling is now. On September 29th, before 11 p.m., the seal will break. And in those 3 minutes, everything shifts. You will feel as if time itself pauses. A presence will fill the room where you are, whether you are alone or surrounded, and that presence will wrap you in such holy weight that you will never be the same again. Heaven is giving you something many beg for but few receive, the chance to witness a miracle personally written for your name. And beloved, hear this, do not share this lightly. Michael says to guard this word as a treasure. The reason is simple, some people around you are not ready to see you rise. They will laugh, they will question, they will try to plant fear, and if you listen to them, the seed of this miracle could be stolen before it grows. That is why heaven says, do not tell anyone. Write the name down. Keep it between you and me. Because this miracle is not for the crowd, it is for the chosen. And you, child, are chosen. I want you to know this, you are not just hearing words on a page. You are hearing the heartbeat of God echoing through Michael's cry. This is heaven's alarm bell, a divine trumpet sounding in your spirit, warning you that your time of unveiling is now. On September 29th, before 11 p.m., the seal will break. And in those 3 minutes, everything shifts. You will feel as if time itself pauses. A presence will fill the room where you are, whether you are alone or surrounded, and that presence will wrap you in such holy weight that you will never be the same again. Heaven is giving you something many beg for but few receive, the chance to witness a miracle personally written for your name. And beloved, hear this, do not share this lightly. Michael says to guard this word as a treasure. The reason is simple, some people around you are not ready to see you rise. They will laugh, they will question, they will try to plant fear, and if you listen to them, the seed of this miracle could be stolen before it grows. That is why heaven says, do not tell anyone. Write the name down. Keep it between you and me. Because this miracle is not for the crowd, it is for the chosen. And you, child, are chosen. Even now, as you are hearing this, your spirit knows it is true. That is why your heart is beating faster, why your mind cannot pull away, why your eyes are still here. Because the angels are surrounding you even now. Michael's sword is drawn. He has fought battles in the unseen to clear the path for this very moment, and he will not let you miss it. That is why he is begging, not suggesting, not whispering politely, but begging you to take this seriously. Heaven has already marked the hour. Do not walk away from what is meant to lift you out of the dust and place you on solid ground. And listen to this, child, the miracle is not only about what you will see. It is also about what will leave your life. For too long, you have carried weights that did not belong to you: guilt, fear, shame, betrayal, rejection. Michael says heaven is cutting those cords. When the miracle breaks open, those chains will snap, and you will feel lighter than you ever have before. People will look at you and wonder what has changed. They will see joy where there used to be sorrow, strength where there used to be weakness, peace where there used to be turmoil. They will see heaven's mark upon you, and they will not be able to explain it. But you will know. You will know it was the hand of God, the cry of Michael, the mercy of heaven, moving in your favor. My child, you must understand this truth: heaven never wastes a moment, and the fact that you are still here, still breathing, still fighting through the storms that tried to break you, is the loudest evidence that God's hand has not left you for a single second. You may not always have felt him near, but even in your lowest hour, his angels were surrounding you like a shield. Archangel Michael has been waging wars in the unseen, keeping you alive, keeping you preserved, keeping you hidden until the moment of unveiling would come. And now Michael says, the appointed time has arrived. There is no more delay, no more postponement, no more waiting. On the 29th of September, before the clock strikes 11 p.m., the miracle that was sealed for your name will be opened. And when it happens, it will not be slow. It will not be gradual. It will burst forth suddenly, in a 3-minute window that will mark you forever. This is not a symbolic word, not a poetic phrase, this is a literal divine appointment. Heaven has fixed the date, and the sound of it is echoing even now across eternity. My beloved, do you know why heaven moves in secret sometimes? Because not every ear is ready to hear what you are about to hear. Not every eye is meant to see what you are about to see. That is why Michael says, do not tell anyone. Do not reveal the secret until the sign comes. Because the miracle is yours. It belongs to you. Some people in your family may try to twist it, to steal it, to deny it. They may even pretend they carried the same word. But heaven knows who is chosen, and heaven knows your name. That is why you have felt the heavy stirring in your soul, why sleep has escaped you some nights, why your spirit has felt restless. Because you are carrying something bigger than yourself, something written in the archives of eternity long before you took your first breath. Do not think the battles you faced were random. Every attack, every betrayal, every loss you endured was the enemy's desperate attempt to prevent you from reaching this moment. Some of those closest to you could not handle the light you carried, so they worked to dim it. They lied, they doubted, they whispered against you, some even tried to curse you. But what they did not understand is this: no curse can stick to what God has already blessed. The more they spoke against you, the stronger heaven fortified you. The more they tried to bury your truth, the more God prepared to raise you higher. And now Archangel Michael stands as the witness: your case has been settled in heaven's court. The verdict is victory. The judgment is restoration. The decree is promotion. And no one can appeal what God has signed with his own hand. Child, let me speak to the deepest fear inside you, the fear that you are not enough, the fear that you missed your chance, the fear that too much time has passed. Michael says, those fears are lies. The time was never lost, it was divinely hidden. God was not punishing you by making you wait. He was setting the stage so that when the miracle finally arrived, no one could take credit for it but him. That is why he allowed some doors to remain closed, why he allowed some relationships to break, why he allowed some plans to fail. Because he was clearing the path for something greater. And when the 29th of September arrives, before 11 p.m., you will understand why the wait was so long. The glory will be too heavy, the miracle too undeniable, the blessing too specific to mistake for coincidence. It will carry your name, your identity, your fingerprint. Michael says you must prepare. Not with fear, not with doubt, but with expectation. Guard your heart in these days leading up to the hour, for distractions will try to steal your attention. People may suddenly come with drama, chaos, or conflict. Do not be pulled into their nets. Heaven says, stay focused, for the hour is near. If you knew how close you are, you would not waste a second in fear. You would lift your eyes and expect the heavens to open. Because they will. And when they do, you will feel it in your very bones. It will not be something you need to question or analyze. It will be undeniable. Heaven's power cannot be mistaken for anything else. Michael says you must prepare. Not with fear, not with doubt, but with expectation. Guard your heart in these days leading up to the hour, for distractions will try to steal your attention. People may suddenly come with drama, chaos, or conflict. Do not be pulled into their nets. Heaven says, stay focused, for the hour is near. If you knew how close you are, you would not waste a second in fear. You would lift your eyes and expect the heavens to open. Because they will. And when they do, you will feel it in your very bones. It will not be something you need to question or analyze. It will be undeniable. Heaven's power cannot be mistaken for anything else. My beloved, imagine standing at the edge of the sea as the wind begins to stir, the waves begin to rise, and the horizon starts to glow with light. That is what your spirit is sensing right now. The tide of heaven is rising, and it is rising for you. The miracle coming is not just about money, not just about health, not just about love, though all of these may be touched. It is about identity. It is about alignment. It is about heaven stamping its seal on your life and declaring before every watcher, every accuser, every enemy, this one is mine. That is what Michael is begging you to see. This is not just another word, not just another encouragement. This is heaven's decree, and it carries the weight of eternity behind it. And beloved, you must know this too, when the miracle arrives, it will expose hidden things. Family secrets buried deep will come to light. People who thought they could deceive you will be revealed. Relationships that seemed unshakable will be tested. But do not be afraid of the exposure, for truth must come before freedom can reign. Michael says, do not run from what is revealed. Embrace it. For the truth, though painful at first, will set you free. And once you are free, nothing can hold you down again. You will move in strength you never imagined, you will speak with authority that surprises even you, and doors will swing open that once seemed impossible. You see, heaven is not just giving you a blessing. Heaven is giving you a mantle. This mantle carries responsibility, yes, but also power. You will be a carrier of light in a world drowning in shadows. People will be drawn to you, not because of who you are, but because of the fire you carry. And this fire is what the enemy feared all along. That is why he tried to snuff it out in childhood, in your youth, in the dark seasons of your life. But he failed. He failed because heaven had already written your ending before your story even began. And the ending is this: victory, glory, fulfillment. The ending is miracle. My child, I must tell you this plainly: if you walk away now, if you dismiss this as coincidence, if you shrug it off as imagination, you will miss what has been waiting centuries to meet you. But if you hold on, if you stay, if you believe, then what happens on September 29th will mark you forever. You will not just be a witness to the miracle, you will be the miracle. People will look at you and say, surely the hand of God is upon this one. And you will know, deep in your soul, that it was Archangel Michael who stood between you and destruction, who fought in the shadows so you could stand in the light, who cried out until you finally listened. My child, let me take you deeper into what Archangel Michael is crying out over your life right now. The heavens are not silent about you. There are scrolls in the throne room that bear your name, and on those scrolls are written the assignments, the promises, the breakthroughs that belong to you. These scrolls are guarded by angels, sealed with fire, and marked with God's eternal stamp. For years, the enemy tried to place false accusations on these scrolls, trying to delay their release, but the blood of Jesus has spoken louder, canceling every charge against you. That is why Michael says the time is no longer delayed. The scroll must be opened, the seal must be broken, and the miracle must be released into your life. September 29th is not a random date, it is the culmination of prayers prayed by generations before you, the fulfillment of promises whispered long ago, and the moment heaven has chosen to lift the covering from your destiny. You have wondered why life has felt like such a battle. Why every step forward seemed to meet with resistance. Why joy was always followed by sorrow. Why doors opened only to slam shut in your face. Michael says, it was never because you were cursed. It was because you are chosen. Chosen ones attract warfare because their destiny carries weight. The enemy does not waste energy on empty vessels, he fights hardest against those who carry heaven's treasure. That is why you faced betrayal where you expected loyalty, rejection where you longed for acceptance, silence where you prayed for answers. But what the enemy used for harm, God has been weaving into a tapestry of glory. The very scars that mark your heart will become the proof of your anointing. The very wounds you thought would kill you are now the evidence that you were preserved by angels. And Michael says, your scars will shine like crowns, because they testify of survival, and survival is proof that destiny is still alive in you. Beloved, heaven says there is something hidden in your family line, an inheritance of both pain and promise. Some before you misused it. Some rejected it. Some allowed it to be stolen. But you are the one chosen to redeem it, to restore it, to carry it forward. This is why you sometimes feel burdens you cannot explain, why dreams come to you that seem larger than your life, why you sense a calling that feels too heavy for your shoulders. Because you were born to lift what others dropped. Michael has been sent to ensure that you succeed where others failed. And that is why he is begging you not to ignore this word. The enemy would love for you to treat this lightly, to scroll past, to dismiss it as empty talk. But heaven knows this is the hour when chains break, when cycles end, when destiny is unlocked. If you stay, if you receive, then the release will not be delayed another day. Child, let me tell you about the 3 minutes Michael spoke of. In heaven's time, 3 minutes may seem small, but in the spirit, 3 minutes is enough for eternity to shift. It is in those minutes that a divine exchange will happen. Burdens will lift, revelations will strike, and what was hidden will come to light. Some of you will feel fire rush through your body. Others will sense peace flood every part of you. Some will hear names, see visions, or feel an unexplainable shaking. Do not fear it, it is heaven's signature. It is Michael placing heaven's seal on you. And once that seal is placed, no demon, no enemy, no accuser can remove it. That is why Michael says, guard these 3 minutes. Do not be distracted. Do not walk away. For what you receive in that moment will set the course of the rest of your life. Child, let me tell you about the 3 minutes Michael spoke of. In heaven's time, 3 minutes may seem small, but in the spirit, 3 minutes is enough for eternity to shift. It is in those minutes that a divine exchange will happen. Burdens will lift, revelations will strike, and what was hidden will come to light. Some of you will feel fire rush through your body. Others will sense peace flood every part of you. Some will hear names, see visions, or feel an unexplainable shaking. Do not fear it, it is heaven's signature. It is Michael placing heaven's seal on you. And once that seal is placed, no demon, no enemy, no accuser can remove it. That is why Michael says, guard these 3 minutes. Do not be distracted. Do not walk away. For what you receive in that moment will set the course of the rest of your life. And my beloved, I must warn you, between now and that hour, the enemy will try to distract you. Do not be surprised if people suddenly rise against you, if unexpected storms appear, if confusion tries to settle on your mind. It is not random, it is the enemy's last attempt to steal what is about to arrive. He knows that once the miracle comes, you will rise beyond his reach. That is why Michael says, hold fast. Endure. Do not let go now. Heaven's armies are already positioned. Michael's sword is already drawn. The battle is fierce, but victory is certain. Do not give in to fear. Do not believe the lie that you are unworthy. You are not forgotten. You are not abandoned. You are not too late. You are the chosen one for this hour. Now, listen carefully, when the miracle comes, it will come with instructions. Michael says you will be prompted in your spirit to write down a name, a word, a vision. Do not ignore it. That word will be the key to the next door. It may not make sense immediately, but heaven will confirm it. Guard it. Hide it. Treasure it. Because that word is not just information, it is transformation. It will unlock what was shut, it will align what was crooked, it will lead you where you are meant to go. Do not share it lightly. Not everyone around you is ready to see you rise. Some will mock. Some will envy. Some will try to use it against you. That is why Michael says, keep it hidden until heaven gives permission to reveal. And beloved, when the sign comes, remember this, it is not just for you. It is for those who will be touched through you. God is raising you as a beacon, a testimony, a light in a generation drowning in shadows. You may not feel worthy, you may not feel ready, but heaven says, I do not call the qualified. I qualify the called. And you are called. That is why your life has been unusual, why your story has carried so much weight, why you have felt different from others. You were never meant to blend in. You were set apart to carry fire. And this fire is about to be ignited in a way you cannot deny. My child, you have carried so much pain in silence. Nights where your tears were your only prayer. Days where you smiled on the outside but crumbled on the inside. Seasons where you wondered if life was even worth living. Michael says heaven saw every moment. Not one tear fell unnoticed. Not one cry went unheard. Heaven has kept record, and now heaven is responding. The God who sits on the throne is leaning toward you. His voice is breaking through the noise. His angels are gathering around you. And Michael is declaring with fire, this one is chosen. This one is sealed. This one will see the miracle with their own eyes. Beloved, feel the weight of this truth, the 29th of September is more than a date. It is a line drawn in the spirit. On one side is everything you have endured, the pain, the loss, the waiting. On the other side is everything you are about to step into, miracles, restoration, revelation. You are standing at the crossing, and Michael is guiding you across. Do not turn back. Do not doubt. The future is brighter than the past, and heaven has already gone ahead of you to prepare the way. My child, hear me when I say this, you have been walking through seasons that made no sense to your mind, but in heaven's calendar, each step was carefully placed. Every closed door was not rejection but redirection. Every broken relationship was not abandonment but protection. Every delay was not denial but preparation. And Archangel Michael says, now the preparation is complete. Now the covering is being lifted. Now the hour of unveiling has arrived. September 29th has been circled in heaven's books, and before 11 p.m. that night, your miracle will manifest. It will not be vague. It will not be hidden. It will not be mistaken for luck. It will carry your name. It will carry heaven's fingerprint. It will declare loudly that you were chosen all along. Beloved, think back to the whispers you heard in moments of silence, those times when your heart stirred with a sense that something was near, when you felt a hand guiding you but could not explain why, when dreams came that seemed too vivid to ignore. Those were not random. Those were seeds of prophecy planted in your spirit. Michael says they are now about to sprout. The dreams you thought were imagination will prove to be revelation. The feelings you dismissed as coincidence will be revealed as confirmation. Heaven has been preparing you for this hour, layering clue upon clue, sign upon sign, until now the picture is complete. And once the miracle comes, you will look back and realize, nothing was wasted, nothing was lost, nothing was random. Every thread was woven into this tapestry of destiny. Child, I must tell you a secret Michael is revealing. In your family, there are patterns that have repeated for generations, cycles of loss, cycles of betrayal, cycles of limitation. These were not simply mistakes of men, they were chains forged in the spirit. But Michael says, you are the one chosen to break the cycle. That is why the warfare around you has been so intense. That is why the battles felt heavier than those around you. Because the enemy saw that if you rose, the curse would end. If you stepped into destiny, the chain would break. And now heaven says, the cycle ends with you. No more repeating failures, no more hidden patterns, no more generational weights. The miracle of September 29th will not only bless you, it will cleanse your bloodline, releasing those after you into freedom. Do not underestimate the weight of what you carry. You may feel ordinary, but Michael says heaven sees you as extraordinary. You may feel weak, but heaven sees you as mighty. You may feel forgotten, but heaven sees you as marked. This is why your life could never follow the easy path others enjoyed. You were being set apart. The road was narrow because the calling was great. The fire was hot because the gold in you needed to be refined. And now the refining is nearly finished. What emerges from the flames will not be ashes but glory. Child, I must tell you a secret Michael is revealing. In your family, there are patterns that have repeated for generations, cycles of loss, cycles of betrayal, cycles of limitation. These were not simply mistakes of men, they were chains forged in the spirit. But Michael says, you are the one chosen to break the cycle. That is why the warfare around you has been so intense. That is why the battles felt heavier than those around you. Because the enemy saw that if you rose, the curse would end. If you stepped into destiny, the chain would break. And now heaven says, the cycle ends with you. No more repeating failures, no more hidden patterns, no more generational weights. The miracle of September 29th will not only bless you, it will cleanse your bloodline, releasing those after you into freedom. Do not underestimate the weight of what you carry. You may feel ordinary, but Michael says heaven sees you as extraordinary. You may feel weak, but heaven sees you as mighty. You may feel forgotten, but heaven sees you as marked. This is why your life could never follow the easy path others enjoyed. You were being set apart. The road was narrow because the calling was great. The fire was hot because the gold in you needed to be refined. And now the refining is nearly finished. What emerges from the flames will not be ashes but glory. Beloved, I must warn you again, between now and the appointed hour, guard your heart. Distractions will rise. Some may come as opportunities, but they are traps. Some may come as friendships, but they are masks. Some may come as sudden storms meant to make you doubt. Do not fall for them. Michael says, keep your eyes on the promise. Keep your spirit in expectation. Do not waver. If you knew how close you are, you would not waste 1 second on fear. The miracle is not just coming, it is already on its way. Even as you read these words, heaven's messengers are moving, aligning people, circumstances, and signs so that the manifestation cannot miss you. Child, let me describe what will happen in those 3 minutes. You will feel it first in your spirit, a sudden shift, a weight that presses gently yet powerfully. Your heart may race. Your body may tremble. Tears may rise without warning. Some of you will hear words, some will see visions, some will feel a fire rushing through your bones. Whatever the form, you will know it is not natural. It is not imagined. It is heaven's hand resting on you. And Michael says, do not run from it. Do not fear it. Embrace it. For it is the seal of your destiny being placed upon you. Once that seal is set, no enemy can undo it. No lie can erase it. No doubt can shake it. You will carry it for the rest of your life. And beloved, when the miracle arrives, it will come with revelation. Hidden truths will surface. People you trusted may be exposed. Secrets long buried will be uncovered. Do not panic. Do not resist. Michael says, truth must come before freedom can reign. The exposure will hurt at first, but then it will heal. It will cut, but then it will cleanse. It will strip away illusions, but it will also release clarity. And once you see clearly, no one will be able to deceive you again. This is part of the miracle. It is not just about receiving blessing, it is about receiving sight. Beloved child, understand this too, the miracle is not only for your benefit. It is for those connected to you. Heaven is raising you as a sign, as a testimony, as a light in a world desperate for hope. People will look at you and know that God is still alive, that angels still move, that miracles still happen. Some will envy. Some will mock. Some will try to explain it away. But others will be drawn. They will ask how, they will ask why, they will ask who. And you will point them to the one who never left you, to the angels who protected you, to the God who remembered your name. That is how your miracle will multiply. What starts with you will ripple outward, touching lives you never imagined. And my child, you need to know, Archangel Michael has been fighting for this moment. He stood in battles you never saw, wielded his sword against forces you could not fight, cried out your name in courts you did not enter. Many times, the enemy tried to cut your life short, to bury you in despair, to drown you in fear. But Michael stood between you and destruction. He carried you through storms. He covered you when you felt uncovered. He whispered when you thought no one heard. And now he stands before you, begging, not suggesting, not hinting, but begging, do not ignore this word. Do not dismiss this call. Do not let this moment pass by. Beloved, September 29th is the line between your past and your future. Everything before it was preparation. Everything after it will be transformation. You cannot go back, and you must not shrink back. The call is too great, the miracle too near, the glory too heavy. Heaven has invested too much in you to let you fail now. That is why Michael is crying out. That is why you feel the urgency in your spirit. That is why you cannot turn away from these words. Because the moment has arrived. And heaven will not let you miss it. My beloved child, as the days narrow toward this appointed hour, you must understand that what you are walking into is not an event, it is an encounter. Encounters with heaven do not simply inspire for a moment, they transform for a lifetime. Michael says, when the 29th of September arrives, and when the clock approaches 11 p.m., the veil will thin in a way you have never felt before. In that sacred window, heaven will breathe into your spirit and the course of your life will bend toward the promise written before you were even formed. It will be as if every unanswered question, every silent night, every painful delay suddenly collapses into a single moment of clarity. You will know without doubt that you were never forgotten. The 3 minutes of visitation will carry more power than 30 years of striving. And child, Michael warns you of this: do not measure the miracle by material things alone. Yes, blessings may come, financial release, healing in your body, restoration in relationships, but the greater treasure is what happens inside you. Fear will break. Confusion will dissolve. Identity will be restored. For too long you have looked at yourself through the eyes of those who doubted you, who belittled you, who rejected you. But heaven says, on that night, you will see yourself through my eyes. You will see what I always knew you were. This is why Michael is crying out with urgency. The miracle is not just provision, it is transformation. And transformation is the greatest gift heaven can give. And child, Michael warns you of this: do not measure the miracle by material things alone. Yes, blessings may come, financial release, healing in your body, restoration in relationships, but the greater treasure is what happens inside you. Fear will break. Confusion will dissolve. Identity will be restored. For too long you have looked at yourself through the eyes of those who doubted you, who belittled you, who rejected you. But heaven says, on that night, you will see yourself through my eyes. You will see what I always knew you were. This is why Michael is crying out with urgency. The miracle is not just provision, it is transformation. And transformation is the greatest gift heaven can give. Beloved, I must tell you about the scrolls of remembrance. In heaven, nothing you endured has been lost. Every act of kindness, every moment of faith, every tear shed in secret has been recorded. Angels have documented your journey with precision, and these records have risen before God's throne as testimony. The miracle you are about to receive is not random, it is the response to those records. God remembers. Michael says, this one prayed. This one endured. This one believed. This one must be rewarded. And heaven agrees. That is why this word comes to you with such weight. It is heaven's announcement that the reward is ready. But child, remember, not everyone around you can celebrate this with a pure heart. Some will be jealous, some will mock, some will try to explain away what is clearly supernatural. That is why Michael insists you guard this word. Do not cast pearls before swine. Treasure it. Write down what you see, what you hear, what you feel when the 3 minutes come. Hide it in your heart. Because though some may doubt, time will prove the truth. They will watch as doors open for you, as opportunities align, as your steps are guided with supernatural precision. And eventually even the doubters will confess, surely the hand of God is upon this one. Beloved, when the sign comes, it will not come quietly. It will shake the ground of your spirit. But do not fear. Heaven never shakes without the purpose of building something new. What is shaken will fall away, what is eternal will remain. Some relationships will crumble. Some habits will die. Some fears will vanish. And in their place will come strength, clarity, authority. You will speak and people will listen. You will pray and things will move. You will walk and doors will swing open. This is not because you are suddenly different, it is because the seal of heaven will rest visibly on you. And listen closely, child, in the 3 minutes, Michael says you will be prompted to take an action. It may be to write a name, to release forgiveness, to declare a word, or to step into obedience you have delayed. Do not hesitate. Heaven's timing is exact. What you do in those minutes will unlock the fullness of the miracle. Do not second guess. Do not argue. Simply obey. For obedience in that sacred window will multiply the blessing beyond what you imagine. My beloved, I sense the urgency pressing even now. The angels are aligning. The enemy is trembling. The countdown has already begun. Heaven has circled the 29th of September not just as another day, but as the day when everything shifts for you. The time before 11 p.m. will test your endurance, but if you remain expectant, if you guard your focus, the 3 minutes will come, and when they come, nothing will ever be the same again. Michael says, this is the hour of unveiling. This is the night of destiny. This is the miracle you have been waiting for. Child, as I bring this message to its close, let me remind you why you cannot ignore this. You are chosen. Not chosen because of perfection, not chosen because of strength, but chosen because heaven willed it so. You are marked. Marked for breakthrough, marked for revelation, marked for a miracle that will echo into eternity. And the time is not later. The time is now. The 29th of September is almost upon you. Prepare your heart, guard your spirit, stay expectant. And when the moment comes, receive it with all that you are. My child, do you realize how close you are to the turning of the tide? Heaven is already stirring around you. Even as you read this message, angels are moving, shifting the atmosphere, positioning people and circumstances so that nothing can stop the miracle that is on its way. Michael says, it will be sudden. It will be unexpected. It will come like lightning from a clear sky. For years you waited, for months you cried, for nights you asked, when? And now, heaven says, now. This is the word that carries weight. This is the decree that cannot be revoked. September 29th is etched in eternity, and when the hour approaches, the veil between heaven and earth will thin so powerfully that even your body will sense it. You will feel it in your heartbeat, in the shiver of your skin, in the stillness of the air around you. Beloved, heaven is not calling you to sit passively. Michael says, prepare your spirit. Align your heart. Expect with faith. Do not let doubt creep in. Do not let fear whisper lies. The enemy knows the date too, and he will try to distract, to delay, to discourage. But his weapons will fail. His accusations will fall flat. For the hand of God has already written your outcome, and the outcome is victory. The miracle is sealed. The blessing is irreversible. The favor is undeniable. You are walking into a season where heaven will confirm you in front of those who denied you, where doors long shut will swing wide without effort, where enemies who mocked you will watch silently as you rise. And beloved, Michael says to remind you of this truth, you are not just surviving, you are stepping into authority. The battles you fought were not wasted. Every scar has become a sword. Every wound has become wisdom. Every tear has become oil. And now you will pour that oil on others. People will come to you broken, and you will speak healing into their lives. People will come to you confused, and you will carry answers. People will come to you lost, and you will shine as a light in their darkness. This is why your miracle matters. It is not just for you. It is for those waiting on the other side of your obedience. My child, remember what heaven has said, in those 3 minutes, you will be asked to act. Do not hesitate. Do not argue. Do not delay. Heaven's instructions are precise, and your obedience is the key that will unlock the floodgates. Some of you will be told to release forgiveness you have been holding for years. Some will be told to step into a decision you have feared making. Some will be told to write a name, a vision, a word. Whatever it is, trust it. It will not come from your mind, it will come from your spirit. And your spirit will know it is Michael's whisper. And beloved, Michael says to remind you of this truth, you are not just surviving, you are stepping into authority. The battles you fought were not wasted. Every scar has become a sword. Every wound has become wisdom. Every tear has become oil. And now you will pour that oil on others. People will come to you broken, and you will speak healing into their lives. People will come to you confused, and you will carry answers. People will come to you lost, and you will shine as a light in their darkness. This is why your miracle matters. It is not just for you. It is for those waiting on the other side of your obedience. My child, remember what heaven has said. In those 3 minutes, you will be asked to act. Do not hesitate. Do not argue. Do not delay. Heaven's instructions are precise, and your obedience is the key that will unlock the floodgates. Some of you will be told to release forgiveness you have been holding for years. Some will be told to step into a decision you have feared making. Some will be told to write a name, a vision, a word. Whatever it is, trust it. It will not come from your mind, it will come from your spirit. And your spirit will know it is Michael's whisper. Beloved, after the miracle, do not be surprised when things begin to shake around you. Friendships may shift. Family secrets may be revealed. Paths you thought were secure may suddenly change. Do not panic. Michael says, the shaking is not to destroy you. It is to remove what cannot remain so that what is eternal can stand. Do not cling to what heaven is removing. Let go with faith. Because what is taken will be replaced by something far greater. And my beloved, let me seal this word with a promise, you will not miss it. As long as you remain in expectation, as long as you guard your spirit, heaven will not let you miss your appointed hour. Michael has fought too hard for you. God has invested too much in you. Your destiny is too important. When the clock nears 11 p.m. on September 29th, the heavens will open, and your miracle will meet you face to face. And from that day forward, you will never be the same again. My beloved, do not underestimate how much has been invested into this very moment of your life. You have walked through fire, and still you stand. You have faced storms that could have drowned you, and still you breathe. You have been struck down, but never destroyed. Why? Because Archangel Michael has been standing at your side, wielding his sword on your behalf in realms you could not see. Every time the enemy plotted your downfall, heaven blocked his hand. Every time someone spoke against you, heaven silenced their voice. Every time you thought you were finished, heaven whispered, not yet. This one is chosen. This one must rise. And now Michael says, the rising begins. September 29th is not just a date on a calendar, it is a trumpet call in the spirit. The heavens have circled it, the angels are watching it, and you are being prepared to live it. Before 11 p.m. that night, the miracle will descend, and once it comes, no force in heaven or on earth can take it from you. For 3 minutes, time will feel suspended. The weight of eternity will press upon you. Your spirit will tremble under the touch of heaven, and you will know that you know, God remembered you. Child, Michael says to tell you this, many will not understand what is about to happen to you. They will look at you and wonder why doors open for you. They will question why blessings fall into your lap. They will envy why favor surrounds you like a shield. What they cannot see is the price you paid in silence, the nights you cried in secret, the battles you fought unseen. What they do not know is the angels that surrounded you, the prayers that covered you, the promises that carried you. What looks sudden to them has been long prepared in heaven. And though they may not understand it, they will not be able to deny it. Beloved, I must warn you again, in the days leading to your appointed hour, the distractions will intensify. Old fears may try to resurface. Old wounds may try to bleed again. People from your past may suddenly appear with words to confuse you. Do not fall for it. These are not coincidences, they are last attempts of the enemy to pull you away from your place of destiny. Michael says, stand firm. Endure. Keep your eyes lifted. The shaking is only a sign that the miracle is close. And when the shaking reaches its height, know that the release is at the door. My child, heaven has whispered a mystery, there are names tied to your breakthrough. When the moment comes, you may be shown a name, a face, or even hear a voice. Do not ignore it. Write it down. That name will carry instructions. That name will unlock a hidden piece of your inheritance. For some of you, it will reveal who has been working against you in secret. For others, it will show who is about to enter your life as a divine helper. Do not take it lightly. That name will be heaven's key for your next chapter. And beloved, you must understand this, the miracle is not only for your blessing, it is for your unveiling. You have been hidden, underestimated, ignored. But heaven hid you for a reason. If you had been revealed too soon, the enemy would have crushed you. If you had been elevated too early, pride would have deceived you. Heaven kept you in the shadows until your roots were strong enough, until your spirit was mature enough, until your faith was unshakable. Now Michael says, it is time. Come forth. And when you rise, it will not be by human effort. It will be by divine command. Beloved, I must speak to the weight you feel even now. Some of you reading this sense heaviness pressing on your chest, a tightness in your soul, a restlessness you cannot explain. That is not fear, that is birthing. You are carrying something in your spirit, and it is about to break forth. Just as a mother feels pain before delivery, so you are feeling pressure before the miracle. Do not confuse the pressure for punishment. It is proof that something new is about to be born. Michael says, push. Do not give up now. For the labor is ending, and the birth is near. And child, when the birth comes, it will not be quiet. It will not be hidden. Heaven will announce it. Signs will surround you. Some will see numbers repeating. Some will hear voices calling in dreams. Some will see visions that seem too clear to deny. These are not random, they are confirmations that heaven's hand is moving. Receive them. Treasure them. They are heaven's way of saying, you are not alone. We are with you. The hour is near. Beloved, let me leave you with this promise, your story will not end in sorrow. Your story will not end in silence. Your story will end in glory. On September 29th, before 11 p.m., heaven will write a new chapter over your life, and from that moment forward, nothing will ever be the same. Michael says, do not fear. Do not doubt. Do not delay. The miracle is coming, and it will find you.